It's only in recent years that women began to speak up about the cycle. But even with the knowledge or with the information out there today, we still have a lot of women who do not know how to sync their cycle with their life, how to sync their life with their bodies. There are still a lot of women who still live in ignorance and then end up living in chaos with their bodies. We blame ourselves for being tired this week. Next week we're emotional. Next week we're energetic. Sometimes we end up being like, are you sure I'm not possessed? Are you sure this is normal? You must have heard women even end up being like, why am I not consistent? I am just happy this moment. Next minute I'm sad. No, your body is cyclical. Yes. Now, why does cycle syncing matter? We live in a world built on linear energy, input versus output. Same output every day. But women were never designed that way. No. The moment I learned this, I stopped forcing myself to perform the same way every week and every month. When I learned this, I stopped feeling like I'm failing. Now, let's cycle sync the 4 phases every woman experiences every month. The menstrual phase. This is where your body is asking you to rest. This is that phase where you're more intuitive. This is that phase where you're more reflective. This is actually that time for you to slow down and not push things through, not push through. This is that phase. You just have to slow down and protect your energy. You don't have to do anything rushing. This is not that phase where you try to be creative, not that phase where you try to be energetic. That's not what we're doing during our menstrual phase. For ladies who already have menstrual cramps and all, I think that's enough situation to deal with in this phase, to give yourself more time to rest, to give yourself that opportunity to protect your energy, that space to calm your nerve, that space to really be discerning. Then after your menstrual phase is your follicular phase. This is the phase where your energy is beginning to rise. This is a great time for planning, learning and fresh ideas. This follicular phase, because your energy is rising. Everything is coming back to life. Everything is starting up afresh. This is that phase where you seek new ideas. You get it here. You want to learn something. This is the phase you must utilize. Then we move to the ovulatory phase. This is your most expressive phase. This is the phase where you're clearer, you're more expressive, you're more confident. Like you feel this surge of energy. This is where you become so positive. You be like, I'm not going to allow anybody to tamper with my energy, positive energy, clock it. But if you don't learn how your cycle works during your menstrual phase, that's when you begin to be like, I hate my life. Why is nothing working for me? That's when things begin to get exaggerated for you, and you may end up making a lot of mistakes during that season, during that phase, if you have not learned how to cycle sync them. So your ovulatory phase is great for communication and connection. During your menstrual phase, I don't think that is the season, that is the phase where you begin to attend seminars, physical networking, because the energy may carry there might put people off if you have not learned how to wear that facade during your menstrual phase when you're outside. Now, after ovulation, we get to the luteal phase. This is where your boundaries become more important, where you assert them. This is that phase where you're more honest with yourself. It is now the time for completion of the things you've started. It is now the time for you to reflect and be gentle with yourself, because right after this, we are walking into the menstrual phase again. And you see, this is how it goes. You rinse and repeat. Now, as a woman, when you understand the cycle, you stop fighting yourself. When you understand the cycle, you stop calling your season, your phase of rest, laziness. When you understand your cycle, you begin to do the right things at the right times. But if you do not understand the cycle, you might be doing the right things at the wrong times and then end up blaming yourself for the disappointment. Now, your body speaks to you every month. The main question here is, are you actually listening? Now, let me know in the comment section if you have truly learned cycle syncing, and let me know how it has been helping you plan and manage your life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in my next video.